Very fresh good morning and Jai Hind, my dear students. Today we will start a new chapter called On the Face of It. Before we start studying this chapter, we need to understand the concept of the chapter, the theme of the chapter. What is the theme on the face of it consist? So basically, it's a very beautiful chapter and it's everyone's problem. We all are facing this kind of problem in our lifetime. And what is the problem? Inferiority complex. We are all having inferiority complex of beauty of our color, our complexion, height, personality, blah blah blah. We all are having this kind of personality problems. And in this chapter, writer dealt very beautifully this problem and convey a positive message to us. We have to love ourselves. What we believe that Allah hasn't created anything useless. Everything has its own purpose. And where we are lacking when we don't realize our goal, our purpose of our life. Once you realize your purpose, your goal of your life, you will do something good. You will justify your own presence in this universe. That is very important thing. We need to understand. What we believe, or a poet said, हर किसी के चेहरे में एक जिया सी होती है. So every face has its own uniqueness, its own beauty, its your ugliness. What we have to do, we have to love ourselves, we have to love our uniqueness, we have to love our own self, ownness. We have to love ourselves as we are without complaining that why we are like this or that. We are complete personality with different qualities, different abilities from others. That's why we are unique, that's why we are different from others. If all will become same, so how can we identify? That's why Allah has created all of us differently, given us different kind of abilities, different kind of beauties, different kinds of attributes, different kinds of rules towards this beautiful world to make it more beautiful. It's our own responsibility to justify whatever role we get from God, whatever beauty we get from God, we have to justify. In reality, you can be attracted by a beautiful thing for some time, but this is also the another reality of the beauty, that one day that beautiful object will be replaced by another beautiful object. Because if you are attracted by a beautiful object, you will continue the same attribute in your life. So inner quality, inner beauty is more important than outer appearance of a personality. It can only give soothing effect to the eyes, but a beautiful personality, beautiful character is for long time. It's for our lifetime. It's everlasting. If you realize this beauty, you will start loving this beauty. In this story, on the face of it, I will explain two characters, Mr. Lamb and a boy, Derry, their similarities, their differences, their thinking about the life, their different perspective, common features, everything we will discuss in this chapter. So, before we start this chapter, we need to read about the author who has created this story before us. So, what is the theme of the story? What is on the face of it? And what is the features? What is the special things about the lamb and Mr. Derry? Which kind of relationship they develop? Was it good or bad? We will discuss everything before we start this chapter. We will read something about the writer. There is one request: keep your books along with you so that you can read line by line without missing a single word, a single line from the text. Okay, so what you have to do, bring your book, keep your book with yourself when you read this chapter. And who has written this story? Who has written? Suzanne Hill is an English author of fiction and non-fiction work. Her novel includes The Woman in Black, The Mist in the Mirror, and I Am the King of Castle, for which she received the Somerset Maugham Award in 1971. What is the introduction of the story? The story is about a teenage boy, Derry, who has a burnt face, and Mr. Lamb, who is a disabled old man with an artificial leg made of tin. Derry accidentally enters his garden so that he can hide himself from people who hate him because of his ugly face. Mr. Lamb not only welcomes him in his garden but also encourages him to lead a normal life, leaving behind his past. That is the basic introduction of the chapter on the face of it. The summary of the chapter is, the story begins with a teenage boy entering a garden. His face is burned on one side due to an accident when acid fell on half of his face. He has gone there to hide himself as he is afraid of facing people. He fears being teased by others for having such a face, but when he enters, he finds someone already present there. He tries to leave the place, but he is stopped by the old man, Mr. Lamb, the owner of the garden. Derry feels guilty for entering the garden without permission. Mr. Lamb welcomes him and tells him not to leave just the garden because of his presence. Derry wants to leave as he thinks people don't like his face and moreover they get afraid of his looks. But Mr. Lamb insists him to stay there. They enter into a conversation that how Derry is not liked by anyone and how he hates people behaving like this with him. Mr. Lamb tries to console him. He tells him that he has a tin leg and kids make fun of him. Still, he is not depressed and enjoys his life. They both talk about various things, and this leads to revelation of Derry's fear, depression, and hatred about his being in such condition. Mr. Lamb keeps on telling him to think of the positive things. Being in such condition, Mr. Lamb keeps on telling him to think of the positive things. Soon they become friends, and Mr. Lamb asks him to help him in plucking the crab apples of his garden. Derry tells him that he had come too far from his home and hadn't told anything about this to his mother. Mr. Lamb tells him to take permission from his mother. Derry finds it difficult, and this leads to a small quarrel between both of them. At last, Derry tells him that he would come back after taking his mother's permission. His mother does not want him to go back, but he comes back again to fulfill his promise. Meanwhile, Mr. Lamb climbs the ladder on his own to pluck the crab apples as he was sure that Derry would not return. He was disabled and it was difficult for him to climb. Mr. Lamb falls from his ladder and dies. Derry, on the other hand, returns to the garden to help him. When he enters the garden, he sees Mr. Lamb lying on the ground. Derry tries hard to make him move but did not get any response from him. Finally, he comes to know that he is dead and starts crying. So, that is the summary of the chapter on the face of it. I hope you can understand what is the basic idea and the characters of the story on the face of it. Now I will going to start line wise explanation, and you keep your big book so that you can also read with me. Scene 1. Mr. Lamb's garden. There is the occasional sound of bird song and of trees leaves rustling. Derry's footsteps are heard as he walks slowly and tentatively through the long grass. He pauses, then walks on again. He comes round a screen of bushes so that when Mr. Lamb speaks to him, he is close at hand and Derry is startled. Occasional, sometime. Its a meaning, occasional, sometimes rustling, whisper, low sound, tentatively, hesitantly, without confidence. Startled, feeling a sudden shock. So, what happened? When Derry hesitatingly entered into the garden, what happened? The narrator describes the setting of the scene first. The location is Mr. Lamb's garden. One can occasionally hear the birds singing and the low sound of the tree. When air is blowing, you can hear the sound. Derry, a young boy, enters the garden hesitantly. When he comes out of the bushes, he is surprised to hear Mr. Lamb talking to him. He thought that he was alone in that garden, but he was surprised, he was shocked. Mr. Lamb, mind the apples? Derry, what? Who's that? Who's there? Mr. Lamb, Lamb's my name, mind the apples, crab apples, those are windfalls in the long grass, you could trip. Derry, there I thought this was an empty place. I didn't know there was anybody here, Mr. Lamb. That's all right. I'm here. What are you afraid of, boy? That's all right, Derry. I thought it was empty, an empty house. Mr. Lamb, so it is. Since I'm out here in the garden, it's empty until go back inside. In the meantime, I'm out here and likely to stop. A day like that, beautiful day, not a day to be indoors. Derry, panic. I have got to go. Crab apples, a small sour apple, windfall, unexpected, or jackpot. Mr. Lamb warns him about the crab apples that usually fell in the long grass from the tree above. Derry was shocked on hearing a voice. He asked as to who it was. Mr. Lamb introduced himself and also said that a small sour apple known as crab apples had fallen on the ground. If Derry would not be careful while walking through the grass, he could trip over them and get hurt. Derry said that he didn't know that someone was present in the garden. He thought it to be empty, and even the house seemed empty to him. Mr. Lamb tried to comfort him by saying that the house was empty as he was in the garden. He also asked him not to be afraid. Derry wanted to leave the place. Mr. Lamb, not on my account. I don't mind who comes into the garden. The gate's always open. Only you climb the garden wall. Derry, angry. You were watching me, Mr. Lamb. I saw you. But the gate's open. All welcome. You are welcome. I sit here. I like sitting. Derry, I had not come to steal anything. Mr. Lamb, no. The young lad steals crumb, the apple. You are not so young. Derry, I just wanted to come into the garden. Mr. Lamb, so you did. Here we are then. Derry, you don't know who am I, Mr. Lamb. A boy, 13 or so. Derry, 14. Pause. But I have got to go now. Goodbye, Mr. Lamb. Nothing to be afraid of, just a garden. Just me, Derry. But I am not. I am not afraid. Pause. People are afraid of me. Mr. Lamb, why should that be? Derry, everyone is. Does not matter who they are or what they are or how they look, how they pretend. I know I can see. Mr. Lamb, see what? What they think. Mr. Lamb, what do they think then? Derry, you think. Here is a boy, you look at me and then you see my face and you think that's bad. That's terrible thing. That's the ugliest thing I ever saw. You think, poor boy, but I am not poor underneath. You are afraid anybody would be. I am. When I look in the mirror and see it, I am afraid of me. Scrum, steal from garden, pretend to behave as if something is true when you know that it is not. Underneath, directly below. Mr. Lamb tried and to stop him and said that there was no need to leave the garden just because of him. He also told him that he kept the gate open for people. It was only Derry who jumped the wall. Derry got angry for being pointed at like that. He also clarified that he hadn't come to steal anything from there. Mr. Lamb agreed by saying that it many times apples had been stolen by young boys and that Derry was not so young but still Derry wanted to leave. Mr. Lamb told him not to be afraid of him and asked him to stay there for a while. Derry told him that he was not afraid of anyone, rather, people were afraid of him. Lams asked him the reason for that. He told him that he knew what people thought about how they behaved in front of him. Mr. Lamb questioned him about what others thought of him. Derry said that people got scared on seeing his face. Some considered it bad or ugly, while some even took pity on him by saying that he was a poor boy. He added that they were fake. Actually, they all were afraid of his face. He even got scared of his own face when he looked into the mirror. He added that Mr. Lamb will also pity him, but in his heart he will also be scared of Derry. Mr. Lamb, no, not the whole of you, not of you, Derry, yes. Mr. Lamb, later on, when it is a bit cooler, I will get the ladder and a stick and pull down those crabapples. They are ripe for it. I make jelly. It is good time of year, September. Look at them, orange and golden. That's magic fruit. I often say, but it is best picked and made into jelly. You could give me a hand, Terry. What have you changed the subject for? People always do that. Why don't you ask me? Why do you do what they all do and pretend it isn't true and isn't there? In case I see you looking and mind and get upset, I'll tell you don't ask me because you are afraid too, Mr. Lamb. You want me to ask. Sir, say so then. Derry, I don't like being with people, any people, Mr. Lamb. I should say, to look at it, I should say, you got burned in a fire. Derry, not in a fire. I got acid all down that side of my face and it burned it all away. It ate my face up, it ate me up, and now it's like this, and it won't even be in any different. So here you can feel the pain of little Derry. He is very young, he is only 14 years old boy, and you can feel his pain when he said that it ate my face, it ate me up. Not only acid destroy his face, ruined his face, but acid ruined his whole life. His whole personality is ruined by the acid. You can feel pity for the little boy Derry. It's not easy to face people. Mr. Lamb said that he wasn't afraid of Derry. Derry was shocked to hear that. Then Mr. Lamb told him that he would bring a ladder and stick and pick fine and ripe crab apples as they made a good jelly. He also told him that in September they get ripe and become a magic fruit having orange and golden color. He also asked him to join him doing so. Derry pointed him for changing the topic just like others people did. He added that Mr. Lamb didn't ask him about his face because he was afraid of asking about it. Derry got annoyed and said that he did not like the company of people. Mr. Lamb guessed that maybe his face got burned in some fire. Derry told him that it was due to acid attack that had burned half of his face, and he was so grieved that he kept on repenting that acid ate his face and that it would never get cured. It's a psychology of human. If somebody avoided something negative in you, we want to discuss sometime, and this is all to rationalize our feelings, to justify our feelings, that what I am thinking, that people are thinking about me, that is correct. What he pretend, what he thought about others, that other people hates his face, he is disliked by others, and he does not like company of other people. Why? Because he feel humiliated in the company of others. When people are around him, he become very conscious that how they are looking at him, how they are thinking, they are hating, everything he start thinking, and that is the reason he is very grieved. He avoid company of people, and you can simply notice lot of advertisements are aired on the television regarding face color complexion, a small pimple where the actress or actresses they hide their face. Why they hide their face? What change? They fear other people's reaction, how the people will react when they notice pimples or any kind of blemish on their face. So you can imagine a boy who is very young, a teenage boy, a 14-year-old boy whose face is half burned. It's not easy to face people around him. You cannot say that he should come forward. It's next impossible to face people confidently around us. You will see, you will witness how we treat these kind of human being, how we treat disabled people around us. Sometimes we don't even consider them human being. Our behavior is very, very negative, whether we say or not, but our body language speaks louder than words. We can witness that the fear of dairy is not wrong. You can feel the pain. When you are not looking well, you don't want to meet someone. When you feel confident, only then you want to go somewhere and meet someone. That is the fear of others' reaction, how people will react, and that is the low self-esteem, that we don't have confidence. We don't love ourselves. We only love ourselves in makeup. When we are looking beautiful, we love ourselves. We don't love when we are not looking beautiful. And this is not the positive sign of any personality. We need to think about ourselves that we are a complete human being with and without all the qualities, whatever we are having, whatever we are possessing. We are complete personality with and without. Something we are having, something we are not. But all those things make us a different individual, a different persona from others. We have to love. Otherwise, life, time never wait for. You have to know, time and tide wait for none. So we have to take our chances in this world. Utilize all those chances, utilize all those opportunity, and make things positive, not only for us, for others too. You cannot live in a clean environment only by cleaning your own homes. We have to provide all the things to others as much as possible, as much as we can do. Everything we cannot do, I agree, but whatever we can do, we need to do. At least one person can help one person. One person can change one person's life. So start by doing so to change someone's life, to color someone's painting with your love, affection, and your positive thoughts. I hope you understand this chapter on the face of it, basic theme, and what we studied. I will continue next part of the on the face of it in my next video. Till then, study well, prepare well for board exams. Thank you very much. Jai Hind to all.